This video is brought to you by the lovely sponsors below. Thank you so much for your support.
Hey Cyrus! We've got incoming, and fast! Can you guard the shadow border?
Another direct attack? You're kidding me.
That's how I like it. She's not wasting any time.
Let them come. Death to all oppressors!
Yeah. At least we don't have to go looking for trouble this time. It always keeps coming straight to us.
This one seems a little on the weird side, so keep your guard up. It seems almost like an automaton.
Sounds like scrap metal to me. Time to blast it right out of the sky.
That is not an automaton! Da Vinci, what are we up against?
I don't like these readings. Be prepared to retreat.
This oppressor will be an example of all who fight against us!
We're 6 verses into this chapter, and already we're being attacked head-on twice by servants themselves. I'm kind of insulted. What happened to wearing us down with armies first? In any case, our opponent here is Xiang, a 5-star berserker with a quick AoE noble phantasm. He also possesses permanent and unremovable mental debuff immunity, so don't bother trying. At this point in time, the poison's effect will make it so that Mystic Coat skills from Masters cannot be used for the first 3 turns of the fight. We won't need to last very long though, as this battle will end as soon as you break his first bar.
Sounds like my kind of fight. Let's kick defense to the curb and hit him hard and fast.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. There's a few other skills here to keep in mind when fighting him in the future. With his first skill, he will evade for 1 turn and increase crit damage. His second skill increases quick, buster, and crit damage for multiple turns. And his third skill will let him gain critical stars and ignore invincibility for 3 turns. In short, he is a berserker that heavily relies on the critical damage he gains the longer the fight draws out.
So use a sure hit craft essence or ability to get through his guard. And don't count on evading yourself, got it?
Wait! Lord Xiang, why did you leave me behind? I'm here to assist you.
My calculations are not yet complete.
Another oppressor to taste defeat at our hands.
I figured it wouldn't be that easy. Mordred, Spartacus! Let's take them down together!
Yes! Musketeers of Rebellion, assemble!
Please don't.
As if I would let you. Bad enough for him to sully his blade with your blood. You are not worth the dirt beneath his feet.
You're right. I'd hate to get in the way of where you press your lips against. Or would that be his ass?
Saber, clear your Xiang path.
Now that the Master is here, she's brought backup, making this fight a lot more complicated. We're still unable to use Master skills for the first 3 turns of this part, and Xiang still retains his permanent and unremovable mental debuff immunity. However, the goal here is still the same. Just break Xiang first HP bar. At the start of the fight, Hinako will drain the NP gauge of all our frontline servants to give her allies the advantage. Don't count on craft essences that boost your NP gauge from the start here.
That's fine by me. I've been looking for a rematch with that Saber though. His dance of the Azure Dragon was pretty annoying, reducing our crit damage and crit star generation. It feels like cheating to rely on so many debuffs.
And that is his specialty. Our second opponent here is a 4-star Saber with a defensive arts noble phantasm that will reduce party damage taken, reduce the NP gauge of his opponent, and reduce critical damage of his opponent. In other words, us.
It doesn't even do any damage? Then what's there to worry about?
It's nothing to evade against, but it still makes him a powerful support for his allies. For his other skills, his first skill buffs attack and grants invincibility for 2 hits over 3 turns. The second skill charges an ally's NP gauge and increases buff success rate. Lastly, his third skill increases arts, crit star generation, and party crit damage. Add all of that to a berserker like Xiang and we're in for a heck of a fight. My recommendations here would be to bring along any single target archers or foreigners to get the burst damage you need to take Xiang out last. Uriale is also a cheaper yet viable option for this fight, since she can inflict bonus damage against either of them.
It is complete. Objections have been satisfied.
Wait, he's leaving?
Oh, something tells me we're the lucky ones here. Let him go.
We can still.
Lanling, as my Lord Xiang wills. Her victory is inevitable. The timing does not matter.
Bold words from someone hiding behind a berserker. No offense, Spartacus.
My master's of no concern to you, Chaldean. Enjoy your reprieve.
I want a rematch!
You'll certainly get it. We'll fight the pair together again in verse 9, where they will have a few more abilities to watch out for.
Break bars, right? Come on, we've got to get past this first break bar eventually.
And we will. In the verse 9 fight, Xiang will remove all debuffs and gain increased critical damage for 2 turns after you break his first bar, and will gain damage plus and damage cut for 5 turns after you break his second.
And let me guess, more debuffs from the Masked Prince.
Pretty predictable at this point, huh? When you break Lanling Wang's break bar, the entire front line will get their attack damage buffed for 5 turns. Not only that, Hinako will be backing them up, and use a command spell to give Lanling a taunt and defense up buff to protect the berserker.
Sounds like we'll need to get him out of the way first or AoE a bit. Whatever, as long as I get to kick their faces in, we'll figure it out.
Just as long as you keep in mind what I told you, then we're in agreement. Thanks for having my back, Mordred.
Sure. Now let's go break some heads.